Hello everyone.
So
So today we are going to learn about the operators. So basically what are operators here? Operators are the symbols that triggers the operations action on the data are called operators. Okay. So the data, I'll write here, wait. The data on which operation is being carried out is called operand. Okay. And types of operators are so different types of operators are first one is arithmetic operator, second one we have relational operator, third we have logical operator, fourth one we have bitwise operator, and last we have membership operator. Membership operator. Okay, so let's learn about first arithmetic operator, that is case 1 arithmetic operator. So these operator helps to perform the arithmetic operations such as various arithmetic operations are C. Addition plus symbol, subtraction minus, multiply this symbol, division this symbol, floor division this symbol, exponent, double asterisk and modulus this percentage symbol. Okay, so here is a note regarding the arithmetic operators. All the above mentioned arithmetic operators are binary operators as they require two operands to calculate the result. Okay, so we have addition operator used to add twice two or more values. C. Addition operator is used to add two or more values. Example 4 plus 5. It will give 20. A plus 3, it will give 8 because it assumes A is 5. Okay, so we have another note here. Plus sign, when used with strings or list or tuple, acts as a concatenation operator. That is, it is used to join two different strings. For example, we'll write here good plus morning. So it will result as good morning, like this. So it will just concatenate the uh, both the string. Okay. Another we have example of subtraction operator. So this is the subtraction operator. It is used to subtract two numbers. Example 5 minus 2 3, a minus 2 8, assuming value of a is 10. Okay. Now we have multiplication operator here. Now, what is multiplication operator? Multiplication operator is used to multiply the operands. Example 5 into 4, 20, and a into b, 8. Assuming a is 4 and b is 2, so 4 into 2, 8. Now we have another division operator here. So what is division operator? The division operator divides the first operand by the second operand and always returns the result as the float value. Example 5 divided by 2 and 16 divided by 4. Okay, now for first one, what's the answer for 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. So this is a division operator and 16 divided by 4 is 4.0. Now we have float division operator. Now basically what is float division operator here? It is also used for division, but only the whole part of the result is given as output and the fractional part is truncated. Now let's see the example of this. See, 5 floor division 2, that is 2. 100 divided by 32, that is 3. I guess it's floor division here. Yes. Okay. So now we have another operator, that is modulus operator. Let's learn about the modulus operator. So it is also used for division but produces remainder of the division as the output. Means it can be used for division, but its remainder, it produces the remainder of the division as the output. Whatever will be the remainder of the that division part, so it will be the answer of that question. If we are taking 19 modulus 6, so 1 will be the remainder, so it will give output as 1. And if we write 5.2 modulus 2, so it will give the answer as 1.40. Okay, now we have another operator, that is exponentation operator. See, exponentation operator, double asterisk, it returns the result of a number raised to power 4 like this, 4 raised to power 2, that is 16. 4, 4, 16. Okay, now let's talk about augmented assignment operator. What is augmented assignment operator? See, Python has assignment operator equal to, which assigns the value specified on the right side to the object on the left hand side. By the use of augmented assignment operator, Python combines the impact of arithmetic operations with assignment operator. Suppose the user wants to add value of x and y and assigns the result to x. Then instead of writing x equal to x plus y, the user may write x plus equal to y, which is meaning. So we have some different examples here. Let me show you. See, these all are examples here. X equal to x plus y, we can write it as x plus equal to y. We have x equal to x minus y, we can write like this. Now we have x equal to x into y, we can write x into equal to y. These all are augmented assignment operators. Now let's talk about case 2, that is relational operators. What are relational operators? Case 2, relational operators. These operators determine the relation among different operands if comparison is true. The relational expression results into true. But if the comparison is false, the result is false. Okay, so there are six types of relational operators. So let's learn about those six operators. First one is less than. Second is greater than. Third one is less than equal to. Fourth one is greater than equal to. Then equal to. Then we have not equal to. That is exclamation and equal to. Okay. So we have one note here regarding relational operators. That is relational operators works with nearly all types of data in Python, such as numbers, comma strings, comma tuples, comma list, etc. Okay. There are certain rules are followed with respect to relational operators. Our first rule is for numeric types. Now, value in this rule, values are compared after removing trailing zeros. Trailing zeros. Okay. After decimal point from float number. We have example here. For example, 4 and 4.0 are considered to be same. Okay. Now another rule for strings. Basically, strings are compared on the basis of lexicographical ordering. Lexicographical ordering is implemented via ASCII code like this. ASCII codes or the ordinal values. So now let's talk about the ordinal values. We have ordinal value of capital A to Z like this is 65 to 90, which means the ordinal value of A is 65, ordinal value of B is 66, then C 67, then D 68, and then E 69, and F 70. So by this, these are the ordinal value of capital A to Z. Okay, and now we have ordinal value of a lower a to z is 97 to 122. So ordinal value of lowercase letters are more as compared to the ordinal value of capital A to Z. Okay. So capital letters are considered lesser than smaller letters, that is A is less than small a. Okay. So now basically what is the role of ordinal function in Python? Okay. So let's check this out. What is the role of ordinal function in Python? So basically, it is used to find the ordinal code of a character. Example ORD, that is the ordinal of B. So it's 66. As we have already learned about the ordinal value of capital A to Z is from 65 to 90. So this is a capital letter B. So its ordinal value will be 66. Two list, two list and two tuples are equal if they have same elements in the same order. Okay. So we have one note here. Let's learn the note. Double equal to operator should not be used for comparing the floating point value, which means, see, double equal to operator should not be used for comparing floating point numbers. Some numbers, some examples of relationals, relational operator. So the relational operator have lower precedence as compared to the arithmetic operators. Okay, for example, consider an expression assuming x as 5 and y as 10. X plus 4 greater than y minus 2 will be evaluated as x plus 4 within brackets greater than y minus 2. And 5 plus 4, 10 minus 2, that is 9 greater than 8, will be true. So we have one question here. Consider two statements and state whether they are equal or not. A equal to 2, this is statement 1, and A equal to 2, this is statement 2. So the solution will be in statement 1, value 2 is being assigned to a variable A, okay, by using single equal to assignment operator, and no comparison takes place. In statement 2, comparison is being done by using double equal to, like this operator, to check whether the value of A is equal to 2 or not. Hence, both the statements are not equal. Okay. So next operator will be identity operator. Let's talk about identity operator. Identity operator. So identity operator are used to check if both the operands reference to the same object. That is, they refers to the same memory location and return the result either true or false. Python provides two identity operators, that is, first one is, second one is not is. Okay, so Let's talk about the is operator first. What is basically an is operator? Is operator returns true. Is operator returns true if both the operands are pointing to the same memory location. Okay. Otherwise, return false. For example, we have A equal to 20, B equal to 30, sorry, B equal to 20 also. Then A is B. So it will result true. If we write x equal to 15, y equal to 20, then x is y. So this will return answer as false. Okay. So now let's talk about is not operator. Is not operator returns true if both the value or operands are pointing to the different memory location. Otherwise, return false. Example, if I'll write here p equal to 10, then q equal to 15. So if I write p is not q, which is actually p is not q, so it will return true as the answer. And if I'll write here p is q, then it will return false as the answer. Okay. So now there is one important point here. Let me write this. See, when two variables point to same memory location, that is operator returns the result true. It also means that the equality operator will also return true. Like if we write here x equal to 20, then y equal to 20 also. So if I write x is y, which is basically a true statement. Okay. So now what if I'll write here x double equal to y, which tells the equality between both the operands, that is x and y. So it will also give the answer as true. Okay. So, but this is not always true. There are some cases which where we will see that the equality operator returns true, but if this operator does not evaluate to true. So we have example for this. Like if here I'll write here S1 equal to Delhi, then S2 equal to input, enter the string like this. Okay, enter the string. So we'll write here Delhi as a string. So now let's check for equality S1 equal to S2. So it will return it as true. But what if we check for S1 is S2? It will return as false. Okay, so that's why in some cases we'll see that equality operator returns true, but is operator does not evaluate to true. Okay, so Solution for this is this one. Carefully observe the screenshot pasted below. Okay, you don't have to read this. We have two strings, variable s1 and s2. S1 is assigned the value Delhi and value of S2 is also Delhi. But it is inputted via input function. So expression S1 double equal to S2 evaluates to true. But expression S1 is S2 returns false. Okay. So the reason behind this is that Python creates two different objects even though both stores the same value, especially in following cases. Let me write all the cases here so that you can understand it much better. Wait, right. Okay. See, the reason behind this is that Python creates two different objects, even though both stores the same value, especially in the following cases. Number one, string value inputted via input function. Second, writing floating point and complex numbers. Third one is writing integers with bigger size. Okay. Now we have case 3 as logical operators. Now we'll talk about logical operators. This now let's come to case 3. See, logical operators. Now what are logical operators? As we know that relational operators establish relationship among values, but the logical operators provides the way by which these relationships can be connected. Python provides three types of logical operators: or, not, and. Okay, or, not, and are three types of logical operators. So first let's talk about the or operator. Now what is or operator here? Okay, so or operator. The or operator combines two expressions which work as operands and work in the following ways: relational expressions as operands, numbers, strings, list as operands. Okay, so when the operands of or operator are relational expressions, then the or operator evaluates the expression as per the following criteria. If either of the operands is true, or operator returns true. If both operands are false, or operator evaluates to false. Let's get it know with the examples. Okay, we have x here, we have y here, and we have x or y here. We have three partitions like this. Okay, so under x, if our statement is false in x, let me write according to this. Okay, so in y, it is also false, and in x or y, it is also false. Okay, now if x is false, y is true, so it will result it as true. If x is true and y is false, it will return true as the output. If both are true, it will return true as the output. So in Python language, the value of false is 0 and the value of true is 1. So basically we are writing 0, 0. So answer will be 0. 0, 1. Answer will be 1. 1, 0. Answer is 1. And if we write 1, 1, the answer is also 1. Which means if there is any 1 or true in the or operator, it will return the answer as true, as it is already written above in the statement. Okay. So if we write here like this, or 5 equal to 3. Okay, now let's check this. 3 equal to 3 is true. Basically, this is denoted as x and this is denoted as y. Okay, so in x we have true statement like this, or we have 5 equal to 3, which is false. So it will result as true, because if if any of the condition is true, it will result the answer as true. Okay. So now we have the explanation of this also, or note. I'll write the note here. Note C. The OR operator will check the second operand only. And if the first operand is false, otherwise it ignores the second operand, even if the second operand is logically wrong. Now let's talk about the AND operator. Okay, now let's talk about the AND operator. So the AND operator combines two expressions which work as operands and work in the following ways. Relational expression and as operands, numbers, strings, list as operands. Okay. So when the we have another point here. When the operands of AND operator are relational expressions, then the AND operator evaluates the expression as per the following criteria. If both the operands are true and operator returns true if either or both of the operands is are false, and operator evaluates to false, that is x, y, uh, this is same as previous one, x, y, and x or y, like this. Okay, now let's learn about the AND operators. Okay, so if I write here false, let's write here false here first. Okay, then we have false on x and false on y. Okay, let me give some spacing here. Okay, so now we have false here also. Now I'll press enter. uh, if else is false and y is true, so the output will also is false. So if I write x as true, y as false, so x or y will be false. So if it's true, this is true, and this is also true. So in this, both have to get equal, like one value. So there will be only one as the answer. If there are both are false, so it will return it as false. And if one is true, one is false, then it will also return false. Okay, so we have one example here. Let's suppose we'll write here 3 equal to 3, or 5 equal to 3, like this. Okay, so second, now let's check this. When AND operator has numbers and string as operand, so in order to have true result, both first and second expression must be true. So this will return it as false. Why? Because this is true, but this is false. To get true, both we have to get both true, like 1 or 1. So it will return it as 1. Okay. Now, when AND operator has numbers strings listed as operands, see, when AND operator has numbers strings list as operands, then if the first operand has value false, that is 0, then first operand is returned as result. Otherwise, second operand is displayed as result. Okay, so we have another example here. Let's suppose, okay, we don't have any example for this, but we have one note here. Let me just paste the note. See, note. Okay, the AND operator will check the second operand only and only if the first operand is true. Okay, otherwise it ignores the second operand even if the second operand is logically wrong. Let's read again. The AND operator will check the second operand only and only if the first operand is true. Okay, so if in AND operator it will check the first operator first. If the first operand is true, then it will move towards the second operand. If the first operand is false, then the answer will get false. Okay, so otherwise it ignores the second operand, and even if the second operand is logically wrong. So that is what AND operator is. Now let's talk about the NOT operator. So basically, what is NOT operator? The NOT operator works on single operand as it is unary operator. Okay, it reverses, negates the result of expression. That is, if the result of expression is true, then NOT converts it into false and vice versa. We have like NOT example here, NOT 5. It will result as false. NOT 4 greater than 2. It will return as false. If we write here NOT 5 less than 2, which is correct, so true. Okay. Now we have some practice questions here. Okay. Let's do this. Some practice questions in Python ideally. Okay. Our first question is, what will be the output of the following code? Okay, A equal to 5, then B equal to -3, C equal to 25, and D equal to -10. So A plus B plus C greater than A plus C minus B into D. Okay, so let's solve the first part here. This is the first part. This is second one, and this is third one. Now let's talk about the first part here. So first is A plus B plus C, that is 5 plus -3 plus 25 greater than 5 plus 25 minus minus of 3 into minus 10. Okay, so this is the expression here which we are going to solve. So now let's compare both the sides. First compare this. So this will become 5 plus minus, that is minus 3. So plus 25 it will become 27 greater than 5 plus 23 minus plus 3 into minus 10. So 30 minus 30, it will show it as 0. Okay, so the output is true here. Now let's move to the second part, that is string of a plus b plus c greater than a plus c minus b into d equal to true. So which means string of true will be true in the string form. So now let's compare both the answers. So it will be represented as true here, equal to true, like this. So this is also correct, or it will give you the output as okay. So here we have written small true, my bad. So this will return as answer false. Okay. Now we have third part here. So left side is str of true equal to true, like this. So len of true equal to 4. Okay. So now this is left side. Now RHS bool of 1, boolean value of 1, I have told you earlier, that is true. Okay, equal to true. Then we have string of true, then we have len of true, you like this. Okay, so equal to 4 and equal to true, like this. Okay, so now let's compare LHS and RHS. So we'll getting 4 equal to 4. So the output will be true. Okay, all right. Now let's move towards another question. So this is a second practice question here. Given that variable ck is bound to the string Raman, that is ck equal to Raman, what will be the output produced by the following two statements? If the input given is Raman, dk equal to input enter name or Raman. Okay, so we have so dk equal to ck. So what if we write Raman here and ck is also Raman? So first one will give the output as true. Okay. In second, dk is ck. So is check whether both variables refers to the same object in memory, not just equal values. Since dk is entered using input function, it creates a new string object as we have discussed earlier the same question. Okay, so it will return as false. Okay, because input function is used here whether both names are equal, but the input function changes the equality between both of the operands. Okay, so our final answer will be true and false of the second question. Now let's talk about the third question here. See, this is our third question. So let's read this third question. What will be the output of the following code A, comma B, comma C equal to 1, comma 1, comma 2? Then D is equal to A plus B equal to 1, comma 0, F equal to 1, comma 0, and 1.0, G equal to 2.0. H is equal to E plus F. Okay, so let's move to step by step. Our first part is print C equal to D. Okay, so whenever we print C equal to D, it will give answer as 2 equal to 2. So this will result as true as the output. Now second one is print C is D. Okay, is checks the object identity. In Python, small integers like 2 are cached and so both refer to the same object. So this will also result as true in second question. Okay, now let's talk about the third question. Third part, print G equal to H. So that is 2.0 equal to 2.0. So this, it will also return as true as the answer. Okay, so next we have print G is H. Okay, so the output of this is G and H are separate float objects, so they are not the same object. So answer will be false. So our final answer will be true, 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 and false. Our next question will be what will be the output? C. What will be the output of the following code? A comma B comma C equal to 1 comma 1 comma 1. B equal to 0 comma 3 equal to A plus B plus C minus D. Okay. And F equal to A plus B plus C equal to D. And print E and print F. Okay. So now let's do the same thing. Step 1, first add all. So that is A plus B plus C minus 1, that is 1 plus 1 plus 1 3 minus 0 0.3, so it will result it as 2.7 as the answer of print E. Okay, so now we have another, that is A plus B plus C, that is 3 equal to 0 0.3, which is not equal, so it will return answer as false. Okay, so we have another question right here like this. Okay, so what will be the output of the following code? A equal to 12, B equal to 7.4, C equal to 1. So A less than A minus B. Okay, so A equal to 12, B equal to 7.4, C equal to 1, and A equal to minus a minus equal to b. So let's first print a comma b. Okay, so its output will be around 4.6 and 7.4. See, a is 12 and b is 7.4. After that we have written 12 minus 7.4 in this, so a will get updated and the final result will be 4.6 and 7.4. Okay, now we have another part. So print a, so that is a into 2 plus c, so it will give the answer as 13.8. Okay, and we have another step 3. So it will print b, so it will update the value using this. So that is b equal to b plus a into c, and it will give the value as 21.2, like this. Okay, so this is the basically all the answers of a comma b, and print a and print b is the answer of this. Okay, now let's move to the another topic, that is expressions. What is expression? Expressions. An expression in Python is any valid combination of operators and atoms. An atom is something that has value. Identifiers, literals, strings, list, tuples, sets, dictionaries are all atoms. Okay, so we have one note here. An expression is composed of one or more operations. Okay, now we have types of expressions in Python. Types of expression in Python. First one is arithmetic expression. Such expression, I'll write expression as exp. Okay, involve number like integers, float, complex. Complex numbers are of iota form. Okay, complex numbers and arithmetic operators. Okay, second we have relational expression. In this, such expression involve variables and relational operators. Example, a greater than b, comma, a equal to c. Okay, we have third, logical expression. Such expression involve variables of any type, and logical operators. B and C, comma X or Y. String expressions. Okay, so in order to form string expression, Python provides two special operators, that is plus and multiplication, that performs the concatenation and replication operation on strings. I'll write operation as OP. Okay. Example are good plus morning, like this will result as good morning, and hello 3 will return as hello, hello, hello. Okay, so let's learn about random module in Python. Random module in Python. So basically, what is random module in Python? A Python module is a file which contains some variables and constants, some functions, objects, etc. defined into it, which can be used in Python programs. Python contains a module called random that provides random number generators. By the term random, we mean a number generated by chance. In order to use random number generators, we need to import module random using import command. Okay, so there are three most common random numbers generated function modules. First one we have random. It returns random floating point numbers n in the range 0.0, 1.0. Number n will always be less than 1.0. Only lower limit is inclusive. Okay. Second one is rand int. Okay. So rand int, it returns a random integer capital N in the range x comma y such that x less than equal to n and n less than equal to y. Both limits are inclusive. Inclusive means both are included. Okay. Now third one and the last one is rand range. Start, stop and step. It returns the random numbers from from range start, stop with the step value. So basically we have three random modules, that is random function, randint and rand range. So in this randint, it will include both limits. Okay. And in rand range, it start from starting limit till stop with the step value. Okay. So this is the whole random module in Python. You can use random module in your projects, like if you want to generate a random number, Okay, or if you want to generate random like number in the form of game also, so you can use random module at that point also. Okay, so I hope you understand well the fundamentals of Python today. All we have discussed today, all the operators and one random module. So I hope you like the video, and thank you for watching. Bye.